Alright, we're back. Alright. So now we're going to grind our rock arms. So we have a block right here that we put on a table. You take on the flat side of the arm here, you lay it on here, and you grind your tip. So, take the tip like this, look at the edge of stone, you grind out a little bit. And you grind at an angle like this, contour you want. You're setting the vertical perpendicularity by holding on that, and then you grind at an angle to make this curve, which can be interesting. First thing I do is get this edge here all flattened out, straight and true. And see, it makes it flat, relatively flat. It ain't perfect. Trying to knock off the big burrs. All right. Those are all ground. So they're all ground on tips now. So now when you put them on top of your block here, like this, you can push down on the rocker and keep it flat, like that. It's not wobbling all over the place. Now as you grind this, you have to slide it like this to make the arc that you want. So you gotta have a little bit of skill. It's all up to you to do the curve you want. So you go like that, and you grind it. So you see the arc we're using. And then you want to make sure it's all the way across the whole face. This one looks like it's mostly across the whole face. You can still see how it's radius down the edge here. And that was a relatively coarse stone. And if you do it on this grinder over here, it gives you a little smoother finish. They both work. The valve tip's going to wear it to what it wants to be anyway. So I want enough roughness I can see something when I grind it. I have to check this rocker similarly. So you can see how bad this one here is right now. See how I grounded an angle that's like this, because when they ground it was really off. So it still needs a little bit deeper down on this edge in here, so you got to do a little bit more depth. So you got to try to keep your arc that you're using the same. It's actually kind of a parabolic curve, but it's in there a little bit. Grind it down there a little bit. See the arc I put on, it's kind of high in the middle there a little bit. The rock is still pretty deeply out, but it's close enough to work. So here, I'm good with that one. That's off to one side there, not all of it. Low spot. See the arc we're trying to keep going there a little bit. So this one's close enough, but still got a big low spot on the outside edge. You don't have to grind it down a ½ inch to make it flat, so some point you go through whatever heat treat there is. I think this one has the same problem on it. Same issues. There's the arc we're using. Deeper, and then move the arc up a little bit further this way instead of being like this, kind of like this. It's hard to see, but change the angle a little bit. Alright, these ones here. Changing the shape of the radius a little bit with the arc. I'm grinding more on this inner edge because I know these arc arms are really sunk in there real deep. So instead of valve is hitting right here, it's kind of hitting like over here now. So compensate for the worn out heads. Alright, so that's a good starting point. Have an initial idea where we're at. I need to go back over here and see what other project we got to get going on this. I got to mock this up and see what we have. Okay, blow all the grinding grit off. Okay, this thing is in the way a little bit. Go ahead. Here's the other one. Okay, so now we got to put these together and see what we got. First thing I want to do is see what kind of a length we have in play. So you put this on there like it's going to sit on the bike. These are all full of grit. Alright, I got to clean it off. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. I had to go clean and get the grit out of the inside, the bore in here. The shaft didn't want to go through, so I had to clean it. Alright, so we got to mock these up. Basically, you put it on there like that. You take your spacer, and if you look at the spacer, you have different amounts of recess in here. See how this one's really deep? This one's not much, so that changes your in play. So this one right now has this much in play. If you flip it over, it has that much in play. So that's a good number right there. Just no matter how you assemble it. See the difference? One's too loose, one's good. So it doesn't really matter how much you got on these things within reason. When they work, they're pretty much going to set on one spot. It's just when you assemble these, you have to make sure you keep the things together in whatever combination you're going to use. And like I said, you got no counterbore and a counterbore. Now that gets put in there when you tighten these up. So as you tighten them up, they get tighter. That one's good. Usually these late bikes, these things are pretty damn loose. Now to tighten these up, you can either shim them, or you can cut the edge back a little bit. That one's a little bit looser. That one's pretty flat. Alright, we'll go with that one. One of these spaces look newer. That's this one. You can see it's not cut as deep. It's got more of a chamfer on the inside also. So it's got more in play. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm going to put these together so we can mock this thing up, see what it has. Kind of wiggle around to get them to go in the hole. These late rocker blocks are a lot thicker, so they have less room for the rocker arm to go in and out. This one's pretty tight. So this one's pretty tight in the hole. You want to make sure your rocker arm is on the shaft all the way that way. If you have it all the way against over here and beat the shaft, then you screw the bushing up. You want to make sure the shaft is in tight the bushing before you beat on it. You just hold it with your fingers. Now, sometimes the rocker arm's hitting on the inside of the box. This one I think is hitting. It's hard to tell. So you get over here, it doesn't hit. Get down there, it's dragging. You can hear it, but it is. See over here, not dragging. So you put it where it actually works, it's fine. So the older rocker arms are thinner than the new ones. So you have more clearance, but the new rocker boxes are thicker, so you have less. So the new rocker boxes are thicker boxes and thicker rocker arms, so they like to hit. The older stuff had a lot more clearance and didn't hit it. And the aftermarket makes thick rocker arms. Washer in there and your nut. It's a different nut. Okay. One out of the way. What? Got a password? That wasn't it. Got a different one? How about open the damn door up, dumbass? That's the password.
Open the goddamn door.
Now you know it. No, I didn't say that. No, we don't want to get God-fearing Christian out of this.
Oh, sorry.
We think we're atheists heathens around here. Look at that.
Wow.
You missed it.
I did. I had all kinds of questions about
And the
that.
video didn't really show it either because it's way back there. Because you weren't here to do the video.
Failed again.
So now we're going to go ahead and try to put this together. We're going to have a problem though. The rock arms fall down and dig in.
Oh.
I didn't put no oil or grease on to keep them up either.
Okay.
So that makes it even harder.
All right. I do have a question. Those new rocker boxes I got.
These aren't new.
No, the ones I got.
Oh, okay.
The rockers have no play in them. And there's just one of them has no play in it. And there's no shims in there. Why is that?
Probably binding.
Okay.
Could be binding inside the rocker arm itself, inside the box, like this one was doing. Or it could be there's no in play in the shaft. But usually the shafts are way too long, so it's hard to believe it's too short. My guess is the arm's probably binding the shaft. Or inside the box, you got to figure out where it's binding.
Oh, okay.
So you got to look for inside the box for a high spot. Loosen that up a little bit, get it so the arm will actually work. You can usually feel it grinding on the box on the inside.
Oh, okay.
If it goes nice and free like this, once you loosen up a little bit, then it's probably the in play. But if it's still got some kind of a drag on it, then it's inside the box someplace.
That makes sense.
Okay, so this is which box?
I'm going to say that's the...
It's the one we're going to use. Alright, we'll be back.